Hi guys, today I'll try to teach you how to do the tiger claw on a longboard. The tiger claw was actually my first trick that I learned on a longboard when I was just starting to do some freestyle and dancing, and it turned out to be quite an easy trick. It was much easier than I thought, and I thought it would be a great idea to record the how-to video on that trick. So the tiger claw must be a really easy trick for you to learn, especially if you have some longboarding background, or even if you just can cruise around and control the board pretty decently. Before I carry on with the detailed breakdown of the trick itself, let's just have a look at how the tiger claw looks in the real-time speed and in the slow motion. Also, there are many different variations of the trick, but the easiest ones that you can do is just a regular tiger claw or the tiger claw 180 when you do the body varial while doing the steps and you jump on the board and roll away switch. I think these two variations are of the similar difficulty, so give it a shot to both of them. Alright, let's start with the foot placement. Of course, you're not limited in the foot placement or any other aspect of the trick. You can do it whatever way you want, but I will try to teach you the way I learned it myself. So when I do a tiger claw, I have my back foot right in the center of the tail and my front foot hanging on the edge of the board. So I try to put the smallest part of my front foot on the board itself, and I just hang out the rest of the foot. For me, it's just easier to drop the front foot on the ground and pop the tail. So I would suggest first practicing dropping your front foot onto the ground without lifting the front truck of the board. You kind of want to jump from your front foot only and land on the front foot again, but now on the ground. During this whole process, don't push your tail. Just keep practicing it, keep doing it as many times as you can, and I think it's gonna help you with the next steps of the trick. The second part is actually popping your tail. So the way I'm doing it, I not only pop the tail straight down, but I kind of shift it away from me. It's kind of diagonal motion. By doing this, it's much easier for me to bring the front part of my board into my front hand, and then it's just easier for me to grab the board. So this leads me to the next exercise, which is grabbing your board with a pop. So when I do the tiger claw, I prefer to grab the board just below the front wheels, just in this space where the wheel wells of the board are. It just feels more comfortable for me and it makes it easier for me to rotate the board. But I think you can grab the board in different places based on the shape and the length of the board. Just keep messing around with this motion and try to find the perfect spot that works the best for you. The third part of the trick is the easiest, I think. It's just the rotation of the board 360 degree with your front hand. Just keep practicing rotating your board in such a way that when you drop the board onto the ground, the imaginary line where your board lands should align to your direction line. This way it's going to be easier to roll away when you hop on the board. And the last part of the trick is rolling away, so how you should hop on the board again. I usually do 2 steps while rotating the board. The first step is done with my front foot, then it's followed by the back foot, and then I hop onto the board again. Different people do different amount of steps, so I have seen some of my friends do like 1 step, but I think the trick overall looks kind of sketchy and not flowy. And many other people I've seen online, they do more than 2, like 3 or 4 steps even. But I think when you do that way, the trick becomes very stretched and oversaturated with all those repeating steps. That's basically all that you need to know about the tiger claw. I can just say that try to practice the individual steps and then try to combine them so that you get the flowy and very beautiful trick from the start to the beginning. So your goal is to do the trick in such a way that it looks like a one continuing motion. So that's all I wanted to tell you about the tiger claw. Next, I will just drop some of the slow-mo videos from different angles. Might help you to see the motion in more details. I really hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was indeed, please put the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and say something in the comments down below. See you in the next video.